All right, everybody. We got 15 minutes until the market opens, and here's the situation. Starting from the macro down. As far as I know, there's no further escalation in the world stage. We'll start with just plain old oil. Oil is on the rise this morning from 98 low now to 100 and almost 3. I think it's at 103. $103 a barrel from 98, so about a 4% increase. And that is pushing XLE, the energy sector, up. And we're probably seeing a similar activity in natural gas. Now moving over to inflation, which could be directly related to that or not. 10-year rates sideways and pegged. They're just hanging out at 2.339. Definitely in an uptrend though. Let me try and pull up. See, definitely in an uptrend on inflation and on rates, and of course the Fed setting the bottom line and raising that every month or so for the next 18 months, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the real estate market. Real estate market has a shockingly low level of supply, and now as rates are going to go up, that's going to be met eventually with a shockingly low level of demand. However, when you get that situation where things start to go vertical like that, that's like everything falling apart. So it's almost like a liquidity crush. So really, these are the signs that you would see. It's sort of like artificially inflated prices. It's like the demand is coming back, but the supply is coming back as well, and the supply is coming back still faster than demand, and so prices are going way up. I mean, this is the top. This is it. So this year, probably you do not want to buy real estate unless you just love buying things at the top. I mean, you could buy real estate if you don't mind spending 10 years before you're, where you want to be. But if you intend to be able to sell in 1, 2, 3, or 4 years, you should not necessarily buy this year. You can't exactly time these things perfectly, but the signs are there. The macroeconomic signs are there. You'd be in a much better spot, 4 times a much better spot, being able to buy twice as much at the bottom in a year from now, the end of next year. 2023, end of summer, should be when the Fed stops raising rates, and that should be the peak of the amount of pressure going on out there, and you'll have a better sense of things. Just good idea to wait. All right, moving forward. So financials are flat on the fact that there's no rates are not moving around. The general market is just hanging out where it was on Friday. No huge surprises there. Ever so slight grind up in the S&P 500 and the Qs, but not really in the Dow Industrials. So inflation, industrials, and rates kind of flat today, and Qs and S&P 500 grinding up slightly. So you might see some pullback in utilities and the protectives, utilities and consumer staples. In general, this is going to be a slow week. There's basically no earnings to speak of. This is not a hot earnings week. The earnings week will pick up again on April 24th. So earnings plays are really not going to move the market much this week or next week or the following week. It's going to be April 24th when things heat up again in that area. Gold is sitting at 1940, just slightly above Friday's close, but still below Friday's high. So it's an inside candle. It's an inside day, and that's not going to affect things much and not indicating much for us. The VIX is above where we closed on Friday, which was 19.6. So a little more uncertainty, but it's been grinding down. So I believe we might even hit 18s today or this week, if depending on how the market moves. However, my prediction for the week on the market since last week is that we're gonna, and it might not be today, but we're gonna work our way down and into the lower 440s, which is between the 21 and the 50 moving average. We're gonna do some testing down there. We might open, move up today, and then by the end of the day, get a drop. That's probably the way that the market maker is supposed to make the most with the liquidity, is to fool you and then drop it down. So probably, I would be targeting in the lower 440s on SPI this week. If I'm wrong and we just zoom right out of the gate, we'll be right on top of it. There'll be spots that we can notice where to get in over previous days highs, etc., on higher volume. But it's going to be a low volume week. There's also no real significant economic data this week. We'll have FOMC meeting notes, minutes. I believe it's tomorrow, or it might be Wednesday. It's usually Wednesday, but I believe it might be tomorrow. However, there's no actual economic reports coming out this week that will move the market too much. So in general, it's going to be a quiet week, I'd say. So that's the outlook in general. Now, of course, you heard that last week Elon Musk said that Twitter shouldn't be censoring, and that this or that, about that it's wrong to discretionarily or discriminatorily decide what speech is good and what speech is bad. I mean, fucking A, and that's what America's all about. Hello. So then there was speculation that Elon Musk, maybe he'd buy Twitter, which was stupid, I thought, because it's like, Donald Trump started his own service, and Elon Musk, being an innovator, would start his own, right? But boop, you got to flip on a dime your thoughts sometimes. This morning, Elon Musk revealed he bought a 10% share of Twitter, roughly 9 some odd percent share of Twitter, and so that makes him only 10% away from owning the majority of the public shares. And eventually he could become the majority owner of Twitter. That would be something. That would be something. So everyone's excited about that this morning. I am. I think that's fantastic. I think that'd be great, and plus maybe he'll just like cryptoize it, like, what do they call it? He'll put it on the blockchain, to convert Twitter to a blockchain system. It's already public. Everything you say on Twitter is already public. So it makes sense. It's amazing that it's been this long. It's taken this long for any innovation like that to be injected into Twitter to advance it. But I think that will be the next move for Elon Musk to do, really put it into power of the people. So if he's doing that, then Twitter is currently valued at about $240 a share based on their revenue and their current PE and their forward projected earnings per share, and even higher in 2023. So I think there's a ton of upside. It's only at 48 right now, trending up from, it closed at 39 on Friday. So I think as an investment, it could be something, and this is the moment kicking it off here. I think trying to toy around, if you're thinking of it as an investment, I think trying to toy around with getting a better price, something between 39 and 48, where it's at right now, is, just a waste of time. You can always buy some more in between there in the future. But should today start to go up and be green and sustain in upward motion, then I think that you could nibble some here for a long-term investment. 2-3 years outlook on that. For a trade, we've got a lot of momentum today, and so we'd be looking for it to break 50 in order to have confirmation of good momentum. 50, so be looking to get in at 50.01 for a day trade or a swing trade if you want. However, I do believe we're a little extended right now at the open at 51 in the 50s. I think that we need to get down to about 44.5 or 44 before that really brings in the smart money. So we'll see though, because FOMO is FOMO. Nothing you can do about that. We're also watching SPI, PLX, RCAT, and CLVS. So we've got 5 minutes until the open, and that pretty much brings you up to date. Cameron and RJ, let me know if I missed anything that's moving right now. That's significant and looks like a good prospect. Got to add that to it too. Otherwise, yeah, we're looking good. We're ready and prepared for this market this morning and for the week. Hanging out at the top end of Friday's candle this morning, the Q's growth is a good spot to be in. But I've seen it before. I've seen it 100 times before, and it's very possible for this candle to go up and over and then down and under, and that would be a bearish engulfing candle, and exactly what's necessary to get down into the lower end of the range there for between the 50 and the 21, which is health-wise what needs to happen in order for this another rally to occur and be strong. If we just go up from here, we're going to fake out. We're going to break out and fake out this week, and then we're going to pull back. It's just not useful. So if that's what you guys want, fuck you. We want some pullback. So, that's what would be healthy this week. We want a healthy, bullish market. We don't want more of this chop. Who wants chop? That's what that's going to create. If we go up today and we go up tomorrow and we break out on Wednesday, it's going to lead to maybe one more up day on Thursday, and then we're going to be pulling back Friday, and then it's going to be a heads and shoulder, and that could take us all the way back down to the bottom of the market in 2 or 3 weeks. The healthy thing for the market to do today is to pull back. No, J Powell's not printing money anymore. Not like he was. No, we're raising rates now. It's the opposite's happening. The vacuum has been turned on. Yes. Then he went and bought, and then he went about 10% of Twitter. He went and bought 10% of Twitter. I know. It's really cool. And even Friday, somebody mentioned that. Was that you, Mac? I think you mentioned that. You're like, man, it would be something if Elon bought Twitter. Man, you have really good instincts with that stuff because you nailed it. I was like, that would be dumb of Elon. Like, I don't know. I just my instincts on that were not lined up. So you've got the good instincts there, buddy. Trust your instincts. But I can turn on a dime. So that I make up for it by being able to turn my opinion up on a dime. That's why we're watching Twitter this morning. We'll see what happens with it. All right, I'm going to put Twitter up on the high-speed setup. Keep on top of it. We're looking for it to pop the $50 number, 50.01. Yeah, it is weird, right, Alpuna? I mean, I think that what are we still feeling Melly? And then Twisted Arrow says the Zoom is. I don't know what you were talking about, Twisted Arrow, because I forgot what I said. But I know you weren't talking about Melly. Let's take a look at Melly. Yeah, I still love Melly, and highly undervalued. It's like a $4,000 profit target on that one. Incredibly undervalued. It just went super trend on Friday, but it is in this nice consolidation flag, which is great. I mean, it's a great time to be to get your position on. Low risk moment. Let's see if I can draw on here. Go. So we've got pretty much a high flag in any way, and if you can get in any of that area there, maybe nibble here, and then nibble on a breakout, double up on a breakout kind of thing. That'd be the right way to be working on a position on Melly, on a swing trade on Melly. Elon is doing what a woman does to a bad boy. Sees the potential but needs to change him. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I don't need this screen up. This is probably finishing my feed strength. There we go. Have to watch my feed strength. All right, here comes the market. It's opening, and let's watch Twitter. Twitter at the open, and the rest of the market. The industrial is dropping right at the open. SPI and the tech seems to be being bought up. SP 500 and tech, and there goes Twitter. 40. What is that? 48.75, 48.80 on Twitter. 49, 49.16. $49.75, but can it get over 50? Like 0.10. You know, that's what we really want to wait to see. I have all the other growth stocks on watch here. Twitter's sitting at 49.20, 49.40. I think it can get over 50, you know. The way it's moving right now. There seems to be a lot of hype behind the move. And let's flip over to Facebook and see what's going on over there. Sympathetic move going on. I really like Facebook here at this level, and it seems like a lot of people do in the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been bought up. So no entry on Twitter yet. It's at 40. It hit 49.80. That wasn't enough. It's at 48.70 now and pulling back. That's fine. Maybe we'll get a 5-minute dip buy. Is it too late on OVV? Let me see. Not at all. No, OVV would be a fine entrance now. It's projected high volume to be high volume today, although you should really wait 10 or 20 minutes to make sure of those numbers. And there goes Twitter dropping more. Like I said, I think the smart money doesn't buy this until 43.50, that area there. So Twitter pulling back now, red on the day. What indicators do I use? Relative strength to the S&P 500 is pretty important to me. And then the 10, 21, 50, and 200-day moving averages. Price action, so pivot points and volume. And that's, what all other indicators are based on. CLVS breaking out now. I'm going to take a nibble on that. CLVS breaking out. That could be a big day because CLVS has been pretty hot lately. And it is near the recent high. All right, Twitter down to 47.50, and that's why we did not enter yet. What are purple flags on my IBD indicator? Pink flags? They're kind of like pink, right? Hot pink? Yeah. That's potential market top. That whole thing, that part of it is mostly used for checking out your group or your sector or your index. So SPI, QQQ, sectors, or industries. But if you use it on a stock, you probably can glean interesting information, and I do too. But it's similar to that one on there that says bottom. There goes CLVS, Clovis Technology. I'm adding on more. I don't think my order went in. Okay, that's fine. There it is. Yes, it did. Okay. Twitter still pulling back. 47.60, 47.40 it hit a little bit ago. Now, I really want to pay attention to the 5-minute candles on Twitter. Or a potential 5-minute dip buy type trade. Apple soaring. Apple is really, really running. Went from like 174-ish to now 170, almost over 176 at the open, up 2 points. That's quite a lot of move for Apple. It usually moves only $3.50 on any given day on average, and it's already made $2 of that. So there might not be much left, but there must be something going on at Apple. All right, Twitter's got a double bottom on the 2-minute chart. It hit the 47.40 area twice. The Q's now breaking Friday's high. Okay, so that's a positive for the day. And I'm lightening up my position there on, oops, where was that? Lightening up my position on CLVS. All right, Twitter starting to pick up speed now. And the volume is really going. It's ton of momentum. However, it's pulling back 48.20. I mean, really, if Twitter can't make it over a 5-minute candle or 50, then we don't have an entrance on that. I just halved out of CLVS. Somebody asking about that. And I'm all out now. Twitter at 48.50. Oil, well, energy and industrials dropping really hard, and consumer staples and utilities. This seems like a very strong rotation moment. I don't understand why that's dropping, but oil's not. Energy is. Industrials are dropping. Financials are dropping, but rates are going up. And healthcare dropping, and tech going up. I mean, this is a very odd rotation going on. It seems to be out of value and into growth. Out of value and into growth. All right, Clovis, CLVS is about to break a high again. I'm getting back in. Momentum trade, small nibble. Apple now hitting 176.50. And let's take a look at our swing alerts if there's any. No, at the moment there's, oh wait, hold on. Yes, there is two. Okay, there is none, but there are. Interesting is a water company. Really had my eyes on Aqua and AWA. They've pulled back. Aqua also and OTTR. Yeah, I mean, it just depends, Abe. I don't know what the fuck you want to do with Facebook. You know, do you want to invest in it? Like, hold it for 5 years? Are you looking to trade it for 3 months? Are you looking to trade it for a week? Are you looking to day trade it? Are you looking to just swing it overnight? I have no idea. They're all different answers. Some will be yes, some will be no. And by the way, what the fuck would you listen to a person for anyway? Learn to read charts, see if the chart looks good, Learn to read fundamentals, see if the fundamentals are good. Don't trade with your ears, trade with your eyes. You are in at 155, okay? And Facebook's you said at 230. I was just talking about it this morning on how, as an investment, I like it. Adding to CLVS right there. There was a pop breakout. Looks like it's going to attempt to get over 3. Simply Good Foods, SMPL, breaking a trend line today on above average volume. Price target on this company is 37 though. It's at 40, so no trade there. CLVS trying to break 3. It's at 299. Twitter trying to get up there. Can't even break their recent retest attempt. So it had a failed retest on the 2-minute, and it is failing to retest that. So that's a failure. So far, not good sign on the momentum side of things. Those aren't good momentum signs. Why is BRK dropping? Wait, BRK, you talking about Berkshire or this other one here? Yeah, it won't even let me. I have to choose like an A share or a B share. I think you're probably talking about Berkshire. Yeah. Nothing too significant. In fact, it's consolidation day today. It's just mean reversion. You're like, it sure is. It is mean reversion. MP moving up, says Jack. Jack, yep. All right. Price target on that is 78, and it's at 60 for the year. So that is 31% upside for the year. For these momentum trades, I like to have 80% upside for the year. But it can be good. It can be a good idea. But it looks more like MP is flagging. This is the breakout area for MP, but look at the projected volume candle. So it's kind of not happening today. In fact, let's go over to Twitter and see what it says now. Now that we've got a decent amount of volume in. Yeah, high volume day. I mean, oil's been hot for a year and a half. So Occidental Petroleum is fine. But, the oil's kind of topped, depending on how you feel about it. All right, CLVS made it over the 3 area. I'm adding here. CLVS over $3. Adding now. This is going to be a burst of buying going on right there. CLVS. No further alerts on the swing trade front. HPT, I've been in a bit, but it looks like it's breaking another resistance. Thoughts? HPT, charge point. Oh, charge point, right? I mean, it's been on a really nice run. And that's for a reason. Stocks above $3, we take profits every 10 cents. Yes. Underneath every 10-cent level. So you'll be taking a small percentage out of your position underneath the 10-cent level here on CLVS shortly. Twitter still going sideways. PLX breaking out right now. PLX for 20 cents of risk. Should I give that a try too? I'll take a nibble. And we're back under 2. We're back under 3 on CLVS. Not a good sign. I'm lightening up. Twitter still sideways. So the price target is 20. No, it's actually negative. They don't have any profits. QuantumScape still going. All right. Sweet tidges. All right, there goes PLX. I'm adding. PLX apparently wants to hit 2. CLVS back above 3. QuantumScape, where did I pull that up? Yeah, looks great. And power trend just turned on QuantumScape. Super trend. This is an add-on point for QuantumScape if you're not in QuantumScape. It is on low volume though, Carl, today. Low projected volume. So for that reason, I'm just going to nibble that one today. You're already in it, you can nibble add, All right, CAMT. Let's take a look at that. One of our growth stocks. Hal, that's oil, I believe. What is that? Yeah. And it's just been on a tear. It's been on a run. It's down today on soft volume. Hey, I'm getting out of Clovis, all out on Clovis, or whatever the fuck that is, CLVS. I'll call it Clovis. And I'm adding to PLX. And looking at CAMT here, up on pretty high volume. Israeli maker of automated optical inspection systems for the printed circuit board semiconductor industry. Has incredible growth metrics going on and is valued at $32 a share. It's at $33 a share, so pass. Perry. Parian Networks, Israeli-based developer of customized email software for the consumer and home user markets. Up on 600% relative volume today, valued at $22, currently $25. No thank you, pass. CPE. Engaged in the acquisition of gas properties, West Texas. Callan Petroleum, CPE, oil, obviously. Quite the laggard, I mean, compared to everybody else in the oil industries there. Apple hitting 177 right now. And the Qs, well above Friday's high. And super trend is on growth. Super trend is on. So this is actually a buy point today. You want to be looking to get into something today. Want to get your money working for you. ESTE, up on 100% relative volume. Valued at $35 this year, and is currently only $13. So that's a nice multiple right there. Engaged in oil and natural gas exploration and production in North Dakota. Okay, so that one could be potentially undervalued with a lot of potential, and is up today. I will take a micro nibble on that with the intention of adding on if it continues to create the kind of base I'm looking for. Not an alerted play. RCMT, I was looking at that pre-market, I think. Oh yeah, it's too late on that one, man. RCMT in computer tech, the breakout was at 9. This is way far gone. It's 30% up from pivot entry. This was flown and gone. Forget about it. You guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link in my bio to come check out my trading group, or check out my favorite trading books, or check out my indicators, or anything else. A lot of resources there. Click the link in my bio. Yeah, Upstart's valued at where it's at. Not much going on there. Over on PLX, I'm de-risking half since we've doubled and almost triple topped. That's a day trade. Bumble. Online dating app, Bumble. Down on 20% volume, down 29% in volume, relative volume today, but up 4%. They had good earnings recently, and then it zoomed and took off, and now it's been consolidating, flagging. So the best idea here is to just get an alert on there. They're at 29.56. All right, PLX starting to go again, breaking new highs, getting back in on that momentum. Adding to PLX. Apple almost at 178. So that's from 174. Approximately that's $4. This is definitely above average day for Apple. Apple having a very good day. And it looks like it's going to be one of the biggest buying days on Apple since this year, in this entire year. Today, biggest day on Apple projected. Buying more PLX right now, adding on this momentum push. You're already in RCMT. I think that's what you were talking about. Okay, very good. So that's a pocket pivot and super trend on Apple. So you can get into Apple, and I am alerting that in the swing trade, swing 100. Pocket pivot entries are like early entries. You definitely want to proceed with caution. You don't use the 2%, 4% deal. Adding to PLX here, good sign of momentum. Keep getting alert on CAPC. Right, checking more alerts here. USX also. USX seems to be a momentum mover this morning. Let's see. Yeah, but no full signals from here. All right, continuing down the list now. NOW. ServiceNow. They're up 5% roughly on 35% above average volume. But they're still really in a consolidation or congestion range right now. They're currently valued at 676. They're currently trading for 573. So that's 18% upside for the year. Not enough to take a swing trade on them. So no good on now. How about SEDG? SEDG. Definitely been one on the watch for growth traders. Doesn't really provide the kinds of rallies you'd expect to see. Momentum stocks. So it has pops, but momentum, not so much. All right, I'm starting to shave off some PLX here underneath 185, just a little bit. Now that I've got my a core position set on it, time to start thinking about profit taking as we get up into the $2 range, taking profits every 5 cents on stocks under $2. Zoom, sorry. I thought it was Zim, but might as well check out Zim while I'm on it. Nope. Okay, it's down. Zoom, ZM. You guys over on TikTok, don't forget to check out the link in my bio. There's lots of good resources there for you. This whole week may be, a little bit lackluster, low volume week, but definitely Apple's zooming. Now, Zoom came up on my radar here. And it's on average volume, projected average volume in a flag on a recent move up that hasn't double bottomed. Post earnings liquidity drop is definitely not a shakeout. Yeah, I don't think Zoom really has what it takes right now. Valued at $82, currently $121. So Zoom and no bueno. Shit, actually, wait a minute. That was 2023's numbers. Valued at 116, currently at 121. Continuing down the list of interesting opportunities that may be moving up today, Google. It's doing basically what Apple's doing. Tesla now moving up some more. Twitter just, continues to grind down. Got to keep your eye on that one. PLX moving through my average, so I'm exiting half of my position right there. And it looks like it still wants to drop more, all out. PLX. Ended that one well. Tesla showing signs of institutional accumulation in the last, basically 3 weeks. And that's probably heating up. Amazon ripping. Apple, it's like all growth. There's just a very large rotation out of defensives, taking that money and saying, hey, we don't need defensives anymore. Let's put it into growth. So I'm guessing that has something to do with the war in the Ukraine. Somebody got some information there potentially, or it could be inflation. Some information about inflation. Because the reason I say that is because I'm seeing drops in industrials and base materials and energy and financials, and yet rates are going up. So very interesting market these days. So many multi-factored things going into everything. Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm both a swing trader, investor, a day trader, and I definitely know the difference between gambling and well, it's really all gambling, but so is everything in life. Like eating a bowl of cereal in the morning has its risks. So you just, a good gambler just knows his risks. Human life is a gamble. Like everything in life is a statistical risk and reward. What about wheat? Asks someone. I think you missed the move. The move was from 7 to 12. You missed that breakout. The day to get in that was February 22nd. Now it's flagging and going down. It's over. That trade is over. That's a loser now. Apple really soaring. And yes, it's approached a point in which you can double up your position. Is Square still on course? I don't think so. I think we got out of Square last week. Maybe. Check it in a second. Apple. Okay, let me take a look at Square. Well, Square's flagging. I don't know if are you still in it? Because you could be, because I don't think it went below any stops or caused any alarm. However, last week I think we got out of almost everything just to protect our portfolios, but that doesn't mean you had to do that. Maybe you had a different thesis, and so that's okay. If you're still in, you're still in. That's fine. It touched the 21. It touched the 10 and bounced. So that's a good sign. Touched the 10 moving average and bounced. That's a sign of strength, and it's definitely a high type flag. So there could be still potential there. I'm curious about GitLab. What's GitLab doing? GitLab looking good. If we can get over 59.80, that could be an entrance. I'll set that order up for myself right now. Because that could happen today. $59.70 on GitLab for potential stop entry. Okay, so I'll just let that sit there. GitLab could be a buy at 59.70. That'd be for a swing 100 trade. And the VIX is now at 19.5. It started at 20.5, so we're moving down on the VIX, moving down on Qs. Tesla is doing really well. Let's take a look at that. There might be an add-on point here. Yeah, you could add on above 1100. Hold on, because that's exactly where it is. Let me get the exact number there for you. Above 1103. That's where we've already been there today. No, we haven't. Okay, above 1103. Why on my? Oh, that's pre-market. Okay. So 1103 could be a double up point on Tesla. I'll just set that up for myself. All right. Continuing to move through potential opportunities today. Let's see what's moving up. IPGP. Twitter's still trying to find its bottom. Like I said, I think smart money's not in until 43.5 or 44. But you got to be on your toes. We'll see. Towards the end of every 5-minute period, you can be looking at the 5-minute candles on Twitter for green over red on good volume. IPGP, nah, don't like to look at that one. Been liking that one, but nope, not today. Penn Gaming. Yep. EQ, solar energy company, up 44%. Right where I would want to buy it right there. Valued at 68 bucks, currently 45. So that's 47% upside. NUTX is halted, but not sure what is going on with it. Okay. NUTX. Yeah, there's not very much volume there. 2,000 shares on the day. So yeah, we won't be trading that. ATER is going crazy today. ATER. Oh, yes, it is. Don't know when that run's going to be over, but I'll take a nibble and see what happens from there. A Tyrian company operates as technology-powered consumer products across e-commerce marketplaces and channels, household appliances and wares. I don't know. Up on 6,000% higher volume. Something just triggered Tesla. Tesla just broke 103, and I've doubled up on that. WAC should be down. Yeah. Why would DWAC be down? Can anybody tell me what your thesis is on that? I have an idea. Let's see what you guys come up with. Okay. Apparently some of their executives stepped down. Wow. Checking alerts, making sure we're not missing anything here. Sometimes it just doesn't alert. R. Manufactures confectionery products for over 100 years. Tootsie Roll. Okay, that's what it is. Tootsie Roll Industries. Is it down? Opened up and it's been moving down the whole time. Yeah, that would have been good, but not today. Adding to Ader. Continuing push up. Adding a little on that pullback there. Twitter's starting to come up off the bottom now. Take a look on the 5-minute candles here. Needs to get up and over VWAP. Let's check on Neo. Sure. Let's see. Well, they aren't even profitable yet, but they do have an inverted head and shoulders over the last few months. So this could be the bottom, but you should probably wait for a good confirmation day. You know, it'd be nice to see it get over the 20 moving average, but from here, there could be a trade from there to there, from here to there. You know, there could be a trade from $24 to $32. You know, the attempt to get to the 200 moving average. Market pulling back now. Got to make prices more attractive. Demand has dropped off. Buy coming in. Took some ADR profits right there on that pullback. Defensive. To play defensive. ADR. Let me know any positions like the swing 100 that you're in, and I'll double check them. Because I don't know what anyone's in or not in at this point anymore. I have so many alerts that we've gotten put out over the last few weeks. Pan W. That's not even on our list, I don't think. We were in that, I don't know, 2 months ago? Pan W, it looks fine. Good job being in that. That's one of the good ones. If you're still in that, fantastic. Yeah, it's flagged. And, you know, when it breaks out of that flag, if you can do it on some decent volume, you can add or get in. I'm out of ADR. You guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio for a bunch of resources and to check out our trading room. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. RCL, okay, I'll check that. That also is not on our list. 444. NVIDIA should be valued at 266. It's at 272. It's doing okay today. What was that? RCL. projected to be not profitable this year, but by 2023, valued at, yeah, let me, $116, 12.15. So RCL's price target for the end of 2023 is $69. So I'm not sure why you're in that. It's at 82 right now. Probably just travel reflation, but that's a long play. It's going pretty slow. According to their guidance, they'll be worth about, what did I say? $69 in a year and a half. That's according to their guidance. Yeah, GitLab is a swing. That's right. Yeah, but we're not in it yet. I think we got out, and we'll be getting back in if it breaks a key level today. Twitter coming up off the bottom. I wouldn't trust it unless it can get over 49 or 50. Who got into tech? TECK. That's looking good. All right, you guys, that's the morning session. We've pretty much stayed on top of everything here. Twitter is the only really remaining wild card. Keep an eye on it. I'll be alerting you guys. Let's talk to each other in the group. Go ahead and head over to the live trader lounge. I think Cameron's in it already, possibly. You can share your screens, go on webcam, talk to each other, on trade live together all day in the live trader lounge. All right, and you guys over on TikTok, thanks for tuning in this morning. We do this every morning, and we are trading all day in my trading group. So just click the link in my bio if you'd like to find out more about that or any of the other resources I have for you to check out. Click the link in my bio. All right, later, everybody. Have a good morning. I'll see you in the group going on my first break right now.